Welcome to Brilliantly British. My name is Lawrence and today I'm going to show you how to make a rich, creamy, indulgent hazelnut chicken. So, as I show you how, please sit back, relax with a cup of tea in hand, putting those feet of yours up to and enjoy this episode. And don't forget to subscribe. In today's episode, we'll be sharing our recipe for a hazelnut-based dish, except this time around, we'll be keeping things savoury. This, my dear viewers, is hazelnut chicken, a rich and creamy English chicken curry, which, as the name suggests, is based upon the nut native to the British Isles. Step by step, we'll walk you through the dish's preparation before crowning things off with a session of tasting at the end. So now, with the introductions made and your interest peaking, please allow me to introduce the ingredients to you. For today's Brilliantly British hazelnut chicken, you will need some hazelnuts, some pearl onions, some bay leaves, some cloves of garlic, some shallots, some mustard powder, some white wine or white port. You will need some white pepper, some carrots, fennel, fresh parsley, heavy cream, chicken, bacon, and to round everything off to avoid the occurrence of bland food, you will of course need some salt and some pepper. And that, my friends, is all, yes, all that you will need for today's Brilliantly British hazelnut chicken. But before you get started, before you do anything at all, please switch on your kettle, brew yourselves a nice cup of hot tea so that you can sip on that whilst you cook. To begin preparing a delicious hazelnut chicken sauce in a food processor, if pure hazelnut puree isn't available, begin processing your hazelnuts, taking the time while you wait by hydrating and relaxing with Brilliantly British content in hand, making sure, of course, to like and subscribe. Thank you. Around 5 to 7 minutes later, with a smooth hazelnut puree obtained, turn out and set to one side in preparation for later on. Now, to begin cooking and building layers of flavour in a pan over a medium-low heat, starting from cold, begin to fry diced bacon with a splash of water, simmering the bacon under a lid, low and slow, until its fat renders out, at which point extract the bacon, leaving behind the fat, and in the same pan, with extra oil if necessary, this time over a high heat, sear your chicken on both sides with a sprinkling of salt, taking care not to overcrowd the pan by searing in batches. Then, after having seared the chicken over a medium heat, begin to fry minced fennel, deglazing with a splash of white wine or white port and a pinch of salt, proceeding after 3 to 4 minutes of cooking by spicing with white pepper and mustard powder, followed by the addition of minced carrots and shallots, seasoned with a pinch of salt, a bay leaf, another splash of wine, and an additional knob of butter, before simmering under a lid for a few minutes until the shallots turn translucent. Not too long after the contents cook, recall your bacon and chicken, supplemented with pearl onions and fresh garlic, before turning out your hazelnut puree and incorporating water or alternatively chicken stock, which you can make by yourselves by following the link on screen now. Minutes later, after simmering under a lid, the sauce should be finished with a splash of cream and a seasoning of salt and pepper to taste, before stirring in fresh parsley and crushed hazelnuts for added texture. The sauce can be served with freshly cooked rice or potatoes in any form. But now, with a creamy hazelnut chicken made and your interest peaking, I think it's high time for tasting, tasting, tasting. Are you ready? Are you steady? 3, 2, 1. There is so much flavor in here that every flavor in here, every component of this dish works in perfect harmony. And I mean perfect harmony. All are wonderfully balanced and all of them dance wonderfully on the palate. This dish, first and foremost, is rich and creamy. That is a plus. It is flavoursome. You've got the lovely nutty notes coming from the hazelnut, of course, and this dish can have two sides to it. You could make it with unroasted hazelnuts for a more milder flavour. In my case, I'm using roasted hazelnuts, and it's much more intense and nutty and beautifully punchy in the nicest possible way. The chicken is lovely and delicate and has allowed the sauce to cling to it. So with every bite, you just get this amazing explosion of flavors in the mouth. The sour notes that come from the pearl onions, the saltiness from the bacon. You've got a bit of sweetness coming from the shallots, a bit of a twang coming from the fennel. It's amazing. Amazing. And as you saw, as you can see, it can be enjoyed with rice, potatoes, or any other form of carbohydrate that you prefer. Look, I think I've exhausted my vocabulary. I really want to now enjoy this dish. So look, I urge you now to go out to get the few simple ingredients to make this dish, because as I hope you can see, it is definitely worth it. So please, please, please make this dish, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you all for allowing me to show you how to make hazelnut chicken. Knowing that you loved this episode, don't forget to click on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button so that you don't miss any of our new releases. Tell everyone, and I mean everyone, that you know about the brilliantly British food on this channel, and follow us on all of the social media platforms that this channel is on, and I will see you